Doha. Devotion to the Lord of Ragus is, as it were, the rainy season, and the noble devotees, says Tulasi Dasa, represent the paddy crop, while the two charming syllables of the name Rama stand for the 2 months of Shravana and Bhadrapada, corresponding roughly to July and August. Parasha Ritu Raghupati Bhagiti Tulasi Sali Sudasa Rama Nama Bara Bharana Juga Shavana Bhadava Masa. Both the letter sounds are sweet and attractive. They are the two eyes, as it were, of the alphabet, and the very life of the devotee, easy to remember and delightful to one and all. They bring gain here and provide sustenance hereafter. They are most delightful to utter, hear, and remember, and are dear as Rama and Lakshmana to Tulasi Dasa. When treated separately, these two letters lose their harmony, i.e., are differently pronounced, bear diverse meaning in the form of seed letters, and as such yield different results, whereas they are naturally allied, even as Brahma, the cosmic spirit, and Jiva, the individual soul. Good brothers like the divine sages Nara and Narayana, they are sustainers of the universe and redeemers of the devotee in particular. They are beautiful ornaments for the ears of the fair damsel in the form of bhakti devotion, and stand as the spotless sun and moon for the good of the world. They are like the taste and the gratifying quality of nectar in the form of emancipation, and are supporters of the globe like the divine tortoise. Footnote. We are told in the Bhagavata that and we are told in the Bhagavata and other Puranas how God Vishnu assumed the form of a gigantic tortoise in order to support Mount Mandara and prevent it from sinking while it was being rotated by gods and demons in their attempt to churn the ocean of milk and obtain nectar out of it. Back to the text. And the serpent god Sesha. Again, they are like bees for the beautiful lotus in the shape of the devotee's mind, and are the very like of Hari, Sri Krishna, and Haladhara, Balarama, who wielded a plough as a weapon, for Yashoda, for their foster mother and wife of Nanda, in the shape of the tongue. Akara Madhura Manohara Dahu Parana Bilochana Jana Jia Joyo Sumirata Sulabha Sukhada Sabakahu Lokalaha Paralokanibahu Kahata Sunata Sumirata Sutinike Rama Lakhana Samapriya Tulasike Bharanatha Bharana Priti Bilagati Brahma Jiva Samasahaja Sagati Narayanan Sarisa Subharatya Jagapalaka Bisesi Janatrata Bhagata Sutya Kalakarana Vibhushana Jagahita Hetu Bimala Bidhu Pushana Svadatosha Samasugyati Sudhake Kammatha Sesha Samatara Basaudhake Jana Mana Mamjo Kamja Madhukarase Jihaja Somati Hari Haladharase. Doha. Lo, the two letters Ra and Ma, forming part of the name of Raghuvara, the chief of the Raghu, crown all the letters of the alphabet, the one spreading like an umbrella and the other resting as a crest jewel. O Tulasi Dasa. Footnote. The letter Ra of the Sanskrita alphabet, when immediately preceding another consonant or vowel, is placed above that letter in the shape of a curved line, e.g. in Raka and R, while the nasal consonant when preceded by another letter, is changed into a dot, technically known by the name of Anusvara. When placed on the top of that letter, e.g. in hum. The curved line standing for the letter has been poetically compared in the above doha to an umbrella, and the dot substituted for likened to a crest jewel, both of which enjoy an exalted position and are emblems of the royal state. In this way, They are recognized as superior to all other letters of the alphabet. Do. Eko chatru eko moko tamani sababaranai parajo. Tulasi Raghubara nama ke barana birajata do. Chopai. The name and object name, though similar in significance, are allied as master and servant, one to the other. That is to say, even though there is complete identity between God and his name, the former closely follows the latter, even as a servant follows his master. The Lord appears in person at the very mention of his name. Name and form are the two attributes of God. Both of them are ineffable and beginningless and can be rightly understood only by means of good intelligence. It is presumptuous on one's part to declare as to which is superior or inferior. Hearing the distinctive merits of both, pious souls will judge for themselves. Forms are found to be subordinate to the name. Without the name, you cannot come to the knowledge of a form. Typical forms cannot be identified even if they be in your hand without knowing their name. And if the name is remembered even without seeing the form, the latter flashes on the mind with a special liking for it. The mystery of name and form is a tale which cannot be told, though delightful to comprehend. It cannot be described in words. Between the unqualified absolute and qualified divinity, the name is a good intermediary. It is a clever interpreter revealing the truth of both. Samujahata Sarisa Nama Arunami Priti Parasapara Prabhu Anugami Nama Rupa Duisa Upadhi Akata Anayajini Susamuji Sadi Kobara Chota Kahata Aparadhu Suniguna Bedu Samjoji Hahi Sadhu Dekhi Ahi Rupanama Adhina Rupa Jnana Nahi Nama Bihina Rupa Bisesha Nama Binu Jane Taratala Gatana Parahi Pahichani Sumiryat Namarupa Binu Deke Avata Hridaya Sanis Habisese Namarupa Gati Akata Kahani Samunjat Hatha Sukhadana Parati Bhakani Aguna Saguna Bichanama Susaki Ubhaya Prabodhaka Chatura Sadupasi. Doha. Install the luminous gem in the shape of the divine name Rama on the threshold of the tongue at the doorway of your mouth. If you will have light both inside and out, O Tulasi Ramanama Mani Dipa Dharu Jihadi Hari Devara Tulasi Bitara Bahirahu Joka Hashi Ujihara. Yogis, mystics, who are full of dispassion and are wholly detached from God's creation, keep awake in the daylight of wisdom, muttering the name with their tongue, and enjoy the felicity of Brahma, the Absolute, which is incomparable, unspeakable, unmixed with sorrow, and devoid of name and form. Even those seekers of truth who aspire to know the mysterious ways of providence are able to comprehend them by muttering the name. Strivers hankering after worldly achievements repeat the name, absorbed in contemplation, and become accomplished, acquiring superhuman powers such as that of becoming infinitely small in size. Footnote. Works on yoga enumerate the following 8 kinds of miraculous powers acquired by yogis. 1. Anima, the facility of reducing one's body to the size of an atom. 2. Mahima, the power of expanding one's body to an infinitely large size. 3. Garima, the power of becoming infinitely heavy. 4. Laghima, the power of becoming infinitely light in the body. 5. Prapti, unrestricted access to all places. 6. Prakamya, realizing whatever one desires. 7. Ishtva, absolute lordship. And 8. Vastiva, subjugating all. to the text. If devotees in distress mutter the name, their worst calamities of the gravest type disappear and they become happy. In this world, there are 4 kinds of devotees. Footnote. Srimad Bhagavad Gita mentions 4 kinds of devotees, viz. 1. Artha, the afflicted. 2. Jidnasu, the seeker of truth. 3. Ardhanti, the seeker of worldly riches. And 4. Jnani, the enlightened, and speaks of them all as virtuous and benevolent. Of course, the enlightened devotee is pointed out is the most beloved of the Lord and constitutes his very self. Vid 7:16-18. Back to the text of Sri Rama. All the 4 of them are virtuous, sinless, and noble. All the 4, clever as they are, rely upon the name. Of these, the enlightened devotee is especially dear to the Lord. The glory of the name is supreme in all the 4 yugas and all the 4 Vedas, particularly in the Kali age, in which there is no other means of salvation. Namajiha japi jagahi jogi birati biramchi prapamcha byogi brahma sukhasai Brahma Sukhahi Anubhavahi Anupa Akatha Anamaya Namanarupa Jana Kahahi Guragati Jehu Nama jiha japi jana hiteu Sadhaka nama japahi layale Hohi siddha animadika pai Japahi namu jana arata bari Mitahi kosam kata hohi suhari Rama bhagata jaga kachari prakara Sukriti charui anvaga udhara Kahu chatura kahu nama adhara Yani Prabhu hi besesi piara Kahu juga kahu shruti Jyoti Nama Prabhau Kali Besesi Nahi Ana Upao